Hello there. It's time for me to offer you some predictions for 2025. As you remember, when I ate the world's hottest chip, I didn't exactly get many of them out. So to start off with, I think that by the end of this year, generative AI is going to have advanced so quickly, because I think we are on an exponential curve with that right now, that you're going to have text to video generated content as widespread and as easily available as text to image content is now. It may even be that you end up getting videos that now have audio with them as well. And that will be as freely for people to use as like Grok is on X right now. Shit, I called it X and not Twitter. I'm letting the side down, aren't I? Next, I think that in UK politics, Reform, the Tories and Labour are going to continue their sort of three-way dance in the 20s for most of the year. Although I expect that at some point we will end up getting at least one poll, probably more, that place Reform ahead of both of them. So far we've had ones that have had Reform in second behind Labour and the Tories respectively. And I'm going to be bold and say that that will happen by the end of this month. Perhaps. Staying on UK politics, I think that our local elections that we're going to have are going to be bad for the Tories. They're not going to be great for Labour. Probably they'll be good for Reform, the Lib Dems and the Greens more than anything. I was going to predict that Reform would get at least 300 seats, but given that apparently some of these locals are going to be suspended this year, and obviously that means there'll be less places up for contest than there would have been otherwise, I'm not so certain on that one anymore. I think that the WWE is going to see a renaissance this year, with people in the wider public once again sort of becoming aware of wrestling and perhaps watching it in the same way that you had in like the late 90s or the early 2000s. I don't think it's going to hit its cultural peak quite the same way as it was during the Attitude Era there, but I think that the easy availability of it to be watched now on Netflix, which is launching, I think this week, I think it's going to become more popular than it's been since the early 2000s. That's what I'm going to say for WWE. And finally, I predict that before the year is out, there is going to be an almighty fallout between Elon Musk and Donald Trump, and you're going to see the burgeoning friendship between the two pretty much collapse, and Musk goes haywire on Trump and starts shouting things against him on his platform. This YouTube channel is finally going to reach over 2,000 subscribers this year.